Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the key to manifesting. You already know this, but I really feel inspired to talk about this topic because it's an important reminder. So many people are trying to control their manifestation instead of actually creating it and enjoying the process. And today we should talk a little more about why that is, how you can change it, how you need to go about it. So stay tuned for that. But before I get started, my name is Julia, and here on this YouTube channel I'm talking about all things consciousness, inner healing, self-love and manifestation. If you're looking for one-on-one support, check out the links in the description box below. You'll also find my Instagram down there, which is full of free, amazing, deep content that is going to help you on your journey. And you'll also find my paid guided meditations there. I have longer guided meditations in my online shop. If you want free guided meditations, then you can find them on my YouTube channel. And now, without further ado, let's get into today's topic. So I was listening to a Abraham Hicks video speech, and that just inspired me to come on here and talk about this topic, because something that she said in this video is that you need to focus on creating thoughts that feel good to you. I don't know if she's said it exactly like this, it doesn't matter. Like somehow something along the lines, you need to focus on creating thoughts that feel good to you, and that's your only job. And then you don't need to control it, or you shouldn't try to control your circumstances. As I said, it's nothing new, but in the way she said it, I just felt like, yeah, this is something that we should discuss on here again, because I feel that so often it does happen that we focus on the circumstances, and while we say that we are manifesting from the inside out, internally, or when we are thinking to ourselves, I'm just manifesting, I'm just doing a technique, we are secretly, and we are probably not even realizing it, how we are really trying to change something out there, because we think that when we do the manifestation technique, the thing out there is going to change, and when that thing changes, I'm going to feel happy. But that's not how this works. That's not how manifesting works. I mean, by all means, I don't want to limit anyone. Of course, it can bring results anyway. The reason is that you are source energy, and that the universe, life, is full of abundance. It wants to give you what you want anyway. So your inner being, as Abraham Hicks would label it, or your source, your God self, of course, wants to give to you everything that you want. That means that if you're not in resistance, your desire is just naturally going to manifest. But if you are trying to do something that will help the process, then it's very important, because that's what we're doing here, right? We're trying to do it deliberately. Then it's important to focus on your inner experience. This is so important. This changes everything. When we start focusing on our inner experience and changing our inner experience and feeling good in the moment, then we are naturally detached from the 3D. We are naturally not in resistance. We're naturally not looking out there to get what you want, because you already have it. And that's manifesting. That's when the reflection can happen. Do you see how backwards it actually is to, when you are looking from a manifestational point of view, to try and control the circumstances? That's basically what you're doing because you're in resistance. That's what you're doing because you don't believe that you have what you want. That's what you do because you think that it's hard to get. But no, it doesn't have to be. You can chill and know that it's done. You can chill and know that it's yours. And for those of you who think that, that that's not enough, or simply feel better doing something, control and work on your inner experience. That's what we're doing with manifestation techniques and affirmations. It's not a crazy robotic affirming, and honestly, I don't have anything against robotic affirming. If you like it and it works for you, then go ahead. But chances are that you want to take a break. Chances are that you don't want to robotically affirm focus on creating an inner experience that feels good to you. What if it was easy? That's a question that I'd ask myself. What if it was easy? What if it felt good to practice? What if it felt good and easy to practice? How would that feel like? And then when you're asking those kinds of questions and you're trying to find the feeling, or you're working your inner way towards the feeling that you want to experience, and you learn to create that feeling internally, that's when you break free from external circumstances, and that's when you give your mind a task to contemplate on something that feels good. What I notice in myself when I'm either in resistance, or the old story comes up, or I'm unaware of certain topics in my life and I'm creating from my mind creates from my conditioning, is that my conscious mind can't even fathom or imagine how it would be to have my desire and to have that be easy and abundant and simple and like full. That's what happens to us when we're saturated in lack. So when we're doing techniques, what we want to do is we want to just simply create the inner experience of how would it feel to have my desire. Not trying to make it happen, but like just how would it feel like if I already had it? How would it feel like if it was natural for me to be successful in business? How would it feel like for me if it was natural to receive love? How would it feel like? How would it feel like if it was natural to have an amazing social circle that matches my values? How would it feel like if that was completely natural, normal, easy? How would it feel like if I had an amazing relationship with my family and that was completely easy and natural? And what you want to find, all of these end scenarios have it's not exactly the same tone because they're different areas of life, but they have a similar tone. It's an energy of abundance, an energy of love, an energy of fullness, an energy of, life is just good, satisfaction, ecstasy, maybe even excitement, calmness. And that's the direction that you want to walk in. And that's one thing I want to say as well, you have 100% control over your inner experience. Maybe not in the moment. I don't want to create the illusion that you can just and I'm not like this, I can't just shift in a second and I'm in a different parallel reality internally. It's not always like that. I have moments like that, but sometimes I need to soothe myself out of unpleasant experiences, and I do that. And it can take its time. It doesn't take so long anymore, but in the past it took me a long time. Now it doesn't take me so much, but it can still happen, and I'm like, okay, I'm not in a great mood today. It's gonna take me a few hours to feel better. That's okay. I don't mind soothing myself, and whenever I'm ready, I'm shifting back into the state of the wish fulfilled, or at least I'm nudging my mind with how would it feel like if I already had that? How would it feel like if I already experienced my desire right now? And what's so important is that you do not try and grasp and hold on to that experience in a way where you're trying to control it and make it happen, or trying to control how it happens, but you simply relish and simmer in the inner experience. If we're talking about a relationship, for example, or manifesting a partner or a specific person into your life, what does it feel like to just be held by someone, to just be held or hold someone, and to just be in their arms? That's an experience that can feel so good and so full and so intense, and you can practice that to the level where it literally feels like it is happening. And I don't say, of course, it's different when you're physically experiencing it, in the sense it's more intense, it's more real, it's uninterrupted. I'm not gonna pretend that it's exactly the same thing when you're visualizing or internally experiencing it as when you are with a person for hours. Because when you're imagining or envisioning it, especially at the beginning, and when you're already starting to get good at it, can feel like you're going into the experience for a little bit, you're going out again, and you're bringing yourself in again, and your mind comes out of it again. It comes into the 3D, and then you put it back into the state of the wish fulfilled. So that's very, very normal, and you don't have to be perfect at this. You don't have to make it feel as if the person was here, like literally, you know, it's like not that. It's more like you need to satisfy you need to put yourself in the position that you're starting to create a real expectation for you that this is normal for you. You have to make your body, your entire system used to this is what's normal for me. I'm embraced, I'm held, I'm abundant, I'm whatever it is that you're creating. And the more that you do that, the more that your system is going to get used to that energy. And the more that you're used to that energy, the more that you reprogram your subconscious mind, the more it will create matching experiences. Very, very simple. So to summarize, what you want to make sure to simmer in the inner experience and to enjoy it in the present moment, and not try and control and manipulate the 3D. The satisfaction comes from the inside. The reflection will then happen on the outside. But your satisfaction needs to come from within. And that's what you have 100% control of, or like maybe you don't put numbers on it, but that's what you do have full control over. You have control over experiencing love. You have control over experiencing abundance. And it might take some practice, that's okay, but that's what we're doing here. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about this topic, what you think about this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And now, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.